Hello YouTube! I hope you all have a pleasant day today, because today I am serving you with yet another GV anime review. Today I will be reviewing Inu X Boku Secret Service, or Inu X Boku for short. If you have any requests during this review, then put them in the comments, I guess. Before I begin, I must warn you that this review will contain one spoiler. As usual, I will tell you in advance when the spoiler is coming up, and I will provide you with a link to skip the spoiler part if you want to. The story of Inu X Boku SS takes place at an apartment building called Ayakashi-kan. None of the residents at Ayakashi are completely human. They have inherited supernatural powers from their ancestors. Therefore, they all have a bodyguard, also a supernatural being. One day, a new resident by the name of Ririchio Shirakin moves into the apartment building. She hopes to find a quiet and peaceful place where she can just be left alone. However, she soon meets her bodyguard, Shoshi Mikatsukami. Mikatsukami adores Ririchio and seems to know her very well, although Ririchio doesn't know him. How could that be? Biggest positive point of Inu X Boku SS were the two main characters, Ririchio and Mikatsukami. They both aren't who they seem to be. With that I mean that their personality isn't superficial but really layered. Ririchio is your typical semi-tsundere character. Not that she's aggressive like a real tsundere, but she's the leave me alone and mind your own business character. But then as we progress throughout the anime, she slowly starts to open up to other people. Mikatsukami also isn't who he seems to be at first glance. I'm not going into full detail here because that would spoil the anime too much. But especially his past, which we get to know near the end of the anime, was surprisingly sad. Something I didn't expect to find in this anime because Inu X Boku SS isn't sad at all in my eyes. Going further on the characters, I was really surprised by the role that some characters played. Now, some of the characters, mostly being the other residents of the apartment building, were less important to the storyline. But one character in particular really surprised me because he played a much bigger role than I expected. And that character was Kagero Shirakin. When this character first appeared in Inu X Boku SS, I was like, what the hell? What is this freak doing here? He doesn't have any impact on the storyline. Well, maybe a little, but nothing breathtaking in my eyes. I mean, why was he here? He leaves after one episode. What was the point that he was in this anime? But then as he appears again near the end of the anime, I was really surprised by the big role that he played. I never expected that he was such an important character. That was a very good plot twist done by the scriptwriters. A last positive point was the humor in this anime, mostly provided by the over-the-top adoration of Mikatsukami for Ririchio. Although it sometimes pushed the boundaries between being funny and being silly, it made me laugh numerous times. Something that bothered me as a fan of romance was that we didn't get a clear resolution on the relationship between Watanuki and Karuta. Oh yeah, by the way, Karuta was my favorite character of the anime. Now if you saw my Yowamushi Pedal review, you know that there I had the same problem with the missed relationship between Onoda and Kanzuki. In Inu X Boku SS there is a relationship between Watanuki and Karuta, but I wish it would have developed more. The next negative point is the spoiler in this review, so click the link to skip it. When I finished Inu X Boku SS, I still had some questions that remained unanswered, mostly concerning the newly formed couple Ririchio Mikatsukami. According to what I know, Ririchio is still engaged to Kagero, but now she's in a relationship with Mikatsukami. How does that play out? Although it was an arranged marriage between Ririchio and Kagero, I still wonder how this would have turned out, especially because Mikatsukami once mentioned that he wanted a family with Ririchio. I would have liked to see how this triple relationship would have developed. The last thing that I'm going to remark is neither a negative nor a positive point. The fantasy aspect in Inu X Boku SS didn't need to be there for me. It of course adds an extra layer to the anime, but the story would have advanced into the same direction without it. Take the superpowers away from the anime and you can create almost the exact same story. Just a remark from me. So as a conclusion, Inu X Boku SS was an average anime to me. It had its good points, but it didn't really excel at them. That's why I'm going to rate it at 3.5 out of 5 stars. Go and give it a watch, it is worth your time. And with that I conclude my review of Inu X Boku SS. As usual, you can find the full link of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put them in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put them in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. I will say arigatou gozaimasu and I will see you all in the next video.